and Marie Fredriksson got together, they were having marginally successful careers in separate bands as separate singers. But when you consider the success that they've had as Roxette, including 5 hit singles off of one album, you got to figure they're pretty glad that they found each other.
Yeah. Every time I see you, I try to hide away. But when we meet, it seems like there's let's go.
Fading Like a Flower is the second single off Roxette's latest album, Joyride. It once again demonstrates the catchy lyrics and great melodies that singers Per Gessle and Marie Fredriksson have become known for.
Fading like a rose, I'm gonna get fresh, but like that.
It was their second album, titled Look Sharp, that first brought the Swedish duo to the attention of audiences in the United States. But music industry people in Canada were paying attention to Roxette's first album, a point Roxette's Per Gessle remembers fondly.
Canada was actually the first country, the only country outside Sweden who released the first Roxette album back in 1986. Yeah. No, nobody knows about it, but it's true. It was released here in 1986. Pearls of Passion, it was called. So Canada has always has a big piece of our hearts.
Walking like a man, hitting like a hammer, she's a juvenile scam. Never was a quitter, tasted like a raindrop, she's just a look.
Look Sharp's first single, The Look, went all the way to #1 on Billboard's Hot 100 singles chart and led the way for 2 more #1 Billboard singles.
Listen to your heart before you tell him goodbye.
It Must Have Been Love was actually released by Roxette as a Christmas song back in 1987. It's one of their favorites, and when they were approached to do a song on the Pretty Woman soundtrack, they thought of this one right away.
I think we got a slightly different audience with It Must Have Been Love. People who not maybe usually goes in and buy a Roxette record. Saw the film and really loved the song and bought the soundtrack or whatever. And opened their ears and eyes for Roxette.
Roxette has a great advantage over groups that have only one vocalist. Since they both do lead vocals, they have the option of trying songs out once with Per's voice and once with Marie's and deciding which they like better.
And I go la 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 la, she's got the look.
The Look was written, Per written that song for me to sing. But when I tried to sing it, it sounded so weird, and it was, but it was perfect for Per's voice.
It must have been love, but it's all now.
Some songs, like It Must Have Been Love, was like custom written for Marie. You know, it was like with the key changes and everything in the end. It's really a hard song to sing.
At one time, when they were first trying to break into the North American market, Roxette was told that they would have a tough time of it for the simple reason that they did not sound American enough. As their track record clearly indicates, their refusal to compromise and alter their unique sound has worked to their advantage.
Here in Canada and in the States, have all these radio formats, and we don't really have that at all in Scandinavia. So when we do an album, we try to collect the best possible songs and do an album. That's it, and see where it fits. You know.
Every time you leave the room, I feel I'm fading like a flower.
When you hear 10 songs in a row on the radio and a Roxette song is in the middle, you remember the Roxette track, right? Because we don't sound like anyone else.
Your music album, what would it sound like?
I think it should sound very folk music, based on, very acoustic, a lot of acoustic instruments.
Very obvious melodies.
Yes,
Yeah.
very Nordic, maybe very sentimental. I don't know. Very blue.
From the Pretty Woman.